Chapter 37, Imperium. Now the Egyptians are men, and not God, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. Tanakh. So now, maybe things had worn off enough. So now, maybe we could eat. So maybe we would saunter down the road like we owned the place, warmed by the sun, until a semi-truck air horn would scare us up, jumping off into the sharp, deep green grasses of the ditch, like any other ordinary mortals would jump. Thus, we would arrive humbled, like supplicants, at the whitewashed adobe tienda and temple of human food, cleft into the volcano's foot, palm thatch dripping over the sapling rafters spanning the rooms within, and over the porch where we hoped to eat, facing out east into the Aqua Gulf. So maybe we would see if the Polish war criminal's Mexican wife would make us a fried egg with tortillas and beans, while we watched the Tom Turkey strut his man stuff and bang the air drum in his neck, and suddenly jostle the pink and purple skin that dripped from his head over his fanatical preacher's eyes, seeing the world from behind those comb testicles of flesh, trembling with each frustrated thud, popping his feathers out from the center of his being like Bill's hair. Not amused, he marched his turkey walk in display, all around the periphery, looking at us, inflating that inner drum, making that dull thud and feather puff rattle as he strutted, and all the hen turkeys followed on behind, with eyes like O's, making domestic avian sounds. He was the god of the dooryard, sufficient entirely to himself, a jealous god guarding his harem, intimidating, dominating all others with imperiousness and resolve, making the story didn't dare make him. The walk, the hairy eyeball, all made it so. Every wise animal gave way to him, even the half-breed Alsatians that the Polish war criminals' teenaged sons kept to hunt iguanas in the scrub around the miniature mouse temples above us. Even those staunch guardians gave way. The cane trucks would happily flatten him with their overload, grinding out a straight pipe diesel scream coming up the long grade, slow as an old lady lumbers, letting off a noxious black cloud. The king turkey might quicken his pace to get out of their way, but only for the following hen's sake. If it were up to him, he'd fight the trucks to the death. The war criminal's daughter swept earnestly around us, staring first at Bill, then at me, mouth breathing in a little O. Bill was oblivious, looking out to sea. I avoided her weak and pleading eyes. But the parrot called her name over and over and over again. Blanca, 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 mimicking her mother calling her to her chores. Blanca, Blanca, Blanca. A 12-year-old ashen poodle who'd never even heard there was a ball. Yet she'd look at me like I might spring her trap and free her from her broom, carry her to freedom on the road north. But man, she was like 12. I wasn't interested, and I didn't want her father to think I was, so I averted my eyes. Hers was a dangerous father who smoked but never spoke, looking off into the sea, distant and forlorn, yet somewhat satisfied with the trim of his load and the cut of his rake and all his Teutonic gray-eyed blondness. Even with all his testicular hen's eggs we ate from his chickens, cooked by his wife, cleaned up by his daughter, sitting at his little red table with the beer of the rising sun symbol painted on it. Even still, he never acknowledged us. Not the hen's eggs we ate, not our coins, not our parallel realities. Nothing about our adolescent concerns was of any more issue to him than it was to the king turkey. They both walked around with purpose, only bugging a clandestine eye at us now and then. But I would soon transcend all that male pressure and go down to bathe my protruding ribs in the milky sea in sacrament, with only the sound of surf below me and the wind above, a prevailing wind that had bent the tall grass and squat palms to be forever frozen, even in windless stillness, in the hurricane force of a perpetual scream. Soon I would dive in and study fluid dynamics and forget that tornado of war and exile, steel and bullets. I could smell the fluid freedom in the sea breeze, salty in the white mid-morning mists rising up.